Facebook, it's Melody Reynolds. I am popping in at an unusual time today. I'm going to be talking about can running a business be a spiritual thing? And the answer is yes. I am using my business to grow the kingdom. So that is what I'm going to be talking about on today's broadcast. If that's something you're interested in, you're in the right place. Forgive me if you hear a little bit of noise. I have my windows open today because it is beautiful outside, so some of the sound may be echoing off. I just realized that after I went live. And so if you would please share this out. This is going to be a great broadcast where I'm just going to explain to you that, you can have faith in your business. And it's a great way to bring people to the kingdom. And those are the things that I'm going to talk about today with you, and a book that I'm going to suggest that you read if you're interested in this topic as well. I am Melody Reynolds. If you are new to my broadcast, I am a lot of different things. I call myself an intentional life coach or an intentional living coach because I think once we live our lives intentionally, then we can cut out a lot of overwhelm and chaos and, hey Donna, and get focused on what's important in our lives. And so when you simplify things like your life, your faith, and your health, then you start to enjoy them. And those are things that I teach here. So I teach a lot of Bible study stuff. As far as health goes, I teach about essential oils and how those have simplified my health and helped me to feel better and has provided a business for me. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you are a Christian, a Christ follower, whatever it is you want, how you label yourself, I just say I'm a Jesus girl. I just love me some Jesus, okay? You are going to be taking that into business with you. Now, I was never planning on starting a home business. I started using essential oils because I was looking for some ways to help my health. And then I discovered that I actually could make a business of it, and I could do it from home because I do homeschool, and I wanted to be home with my child. And so it was very important to me that, I wanted to bring in income to bless my family. And I wanted, hey Amy, I wanted a way to be able to do that without having to be outside of my home all the time. So when I figured out that I could share about essential oils and actually get paid for it. Yes, I get a paycheck. No, I'm not sitting on a beach right now. I will be eventually. It does take a lot of work, but what I brought into the business with me is who I am. And that, I love Jesus. And that is something that everybody that does business with me or that comes into contact with me, that's something you're going to know, because Jesus and essential oils usually just falls out of my mouth. Those are just things I like to talk about. And so, so it's not anything that, I don't try to hide the fact that I'm a Christian. That's part of what you get if you decide to do business with me. I respect everybody's, views and opinions, but I'm, very bold about what it is that I believe because God has done a lot of work in me and has called me to business. He's placed a business in front of me. He has blessed me with people to run this business with, and I want to be a good steward of that. Having your own home business, if you do it, like the Bible says, we are to do everything unto the Lord, right? So even the work you do, and it could be if you have a job, whatever it is, if you're cleaning your house, if you're homeschooling your kids, if you're a stay-at-home mom, all of the work that you do should be done unto God. So when you have that mentality and you have that faith and you have that belief, when you build a business, that's going to show up in your business. And you're going to be meeting all different kinds of people, because one thing about it, if you're doing a business, you have to get yourself out there. You have to get in front of people. You have to get in front of strangers. And you've got to find different ways to connect with people and, increase your circle so that your business will continue to grow. And then as you connect with people, you're going to connect with who they know, their family members, their friends, because they're going to be sharing the products or bringing them into business too. And so you have a, circle of influence there where you are actually able, you're put in a position to speak into people's lives. I have been in contact with people who, most of my team, I think all of my team is Christian, but not all of their families are. And not everyone that I've come into contact with who, loves the products has been a Christian. And so, and it's not something that I'm not a pushy, like, oh, you need Jesus and you need to read your Bible, and I will say those things, but I love on people. And my business has allowed me to love on more people that I don't necessarily always know face to face. A lot of you're on here because you're connected to me somewhere in social media. And so I'm able, through this platform, because I reached out for my business and created this platform, I'm able to speak into your life. And I take that very seriously. And I take that as a big responsibility. But I'm able to teach you then, or to speak to you, or to show you, or to love on you, or to honor you in a way that should make you, even if you're not a believer, you should, and I've had non-believers say this, I've never had anybody like that's churchy, which I'm not churchy, or religious, ever treat me as good as you do. I've never, in fact, I didn't like people like that until I met you. And I realized you're not judging me. And it starts a conversation where people who have been hurt in the church and have kind of shut God out and shut people like that out, you're now allowed to speak into them the truth and to treat them as Jesus would have treated them. What did he tell us to do? He told us we were, above all things, our biggest commandment. If we didn't get anything else, he said, love each other as I have loved you. And through my business, that is what I do. Yeah, over religious church police, exactly. We all know them. We all have people, and that we know that are like that. Maybe you were like that at one time yourself, and maybe you've really changed and had a change of heart and realized that that's not what Jesus is about. He was never about rules or religion. He was always about grace and mercy and love, and he could give you some truth too. Okay? But a lot of people don't understand, a home business is a great way to have a ministry too. Because, or Super Sister Christian. It's a great way to have a ministry too, because you're going to put yourself out on social media or in life in front of new people. And it's not that you even have to go around going, I'm a Christian, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. It's how you treat people. And when people see that, you may have things happen to you, but you keep hope, or you're a happy person, or you're always looking for, the positive in the situation, or you're able to rely on your faith to help you get through things that they are really struggling with. People look at that, and that is how we bring them to Jesus. It's not, you should be doing this, and you're a sinner, and you're going to go to hell, and you should be going to church every Sunday if you're not in church, and you should only be reading this version of the Bible. Why are you reading something else? It's only King James. All of that is a bunch of rules that we've put in place. Your relationship with the Lord should show you what you should or shouldn't be doing. Church is not for everybody. I don't like church. I'll be honest with you. I've never been to a church where it was a welcoming atmosphere, and I've been to a lot. We have church at home. Now, if you're somebody that loves church and you need that for accountability and you found a great church, then that's for you. But the thing is, with God, it's on an individual basis, okay? It's between you and him. So you're not to sit around and dictate who's to be doing what or not to be doing what, because all you do when you spit rules at people is that you make them want to run in the other direction, and they want nothing to do with God. But, through putting yourself out there, you kind of create who you are on social media. You put yourself out there, you brand yourself in a certain way because you want to attract in wonderful people to your business, well, then suddenly you're going to have people that you're able to minister to. And I don't mean like, I live my life and share it. Like, I'll share my Bible study a lot of times. I come on here, and if I learn something that's so exciting, I'll come on here in my pajamas, my face jacked up. I do not care. I'll be excited and share it with you. This is a platform for my business, but I share me. And when I share me, my hope is that people see, oh, she's a Christian. She doesn't act like that woman at church who makes me feel like I'm scum when I come in my jeans. Do you get what I'm saying? So having a business is a very spiritual thing if you are kingdom minded. Oh, thank you, Donna. If you're kingdom minded, and if you're a Jesus follower, you bring the kingdom with you wherever you go. And you have the power of Christ inside of you. I always ask him for favor. Put me in front of who needs to hear this today, Lord. You are the one who can open doors for me, Lord. I come on and I do prayers. You guys hop on here. That is the most shared and commented and liked thing I do are my prayers every night. And I just started that because I just wanted to share my prayers every night before I went to bed. And yes, I love that, Ella. The God they will see, that's right. The God in you that they will see. Right. They should look at you and be able. I've had people tell me, oh, I see that all over you. I can just tell. Like when I see you, I can see Jesus. And I'm like, good, because that's what I hope. I'm not perfect. I always let people know I'm very flawed. And I'm okay with that. I'm very broken. And I'm okay with that. But, I've learned a lot and I've been through a lot with God, and I bring that into my business. So when people this is why one reason I'm so passionate about sharing the business with people, because this is more than money for me. Yes, I want to pay the bills. I want to bring my husband home and retire him from his job. And I'm on track to do that. Absolutely. And that's a spiritual thing for me to be able to take care of my family. That's a blessing from God. However, the people that I have encountered that are doing business with me, or that decided to be a customer, or they just connected with me on social media because of all the other things that I share, those are the biggest gifts for me doing a business, because I wouldn't be here now if I hadn't decided, I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to see if people like me, dig me. I'm going to see if I can do this business thing. I mean, it was as simple as that for me. And I prayed for God to send me the right people. So you get in a position where you're very able to influence people, and you're very able to show them what Jesus is, who he is, and what true love really is, what it's supposed to look like, right? And then in the midst of all that, God blesses your business abundantly. That's the wonderful thing about God. You're working hard, you're stepping out, you're having faith, and then he puts people in your path who you're helping them get out of poverty, and they're blessing your socks off this, with their friendship. And with your faith grows together. Like our team prays for each other. We actually have a group Facebook page that is exclusive to our team. And every Tuesday we have Take It to the Throne Tuesday. And we take time to pray specifically over each person and the requests that they make. You couldn't do that in corporate America because you got to be politically correct, right? So a home business can be used to grow the kingdom. It's a very, very powerful tool for doing that. And it's a powerful way for God to use you. So I do offer the opportunity. If you've been thinking about a home business, if it's ever entered your mind and you're just like, I really would like to work from home. I'd like to be home with my kids. Or I would like to not have to work 40 hours a week. Or I would like to do things I like to do. I mean, a lot of people are in jobs because they have responsibilities and they hate their job. I don't want to spend my life on earth miserable in a job that I don't like. And the thing about this business is you can build this business while you're still working your job. And then if you put the time into your business, because you can do it part-time, eventually it will grow and replace that income if you stay consistent and if you do the steps that I teach. Because I teach you exactly how to do it. It's a no-brainer, but you have to take the action or it doesn't work. If you do that, you can either have extra money coming in on top of that job, or you can let that job go and do things that are, what I do for this business is fun. I love Facebook Live. I love social media. I love meeting new people, even if they don't join me in the business. I like talking to everybody on the page. I don't have somebody running my page. I run it myself because it's fun. I teach classes about how to use the products and how to do the business. That's fun for me. And I have a whole team of people I like. Do you understand what I'm saying? Lots of people are in jobs that make them miserable because they don't like the other people. Maybe they like what they do, but their boss is hateful. Or like, Susie that sits across the cubicle from them is insane and sucks. Maybe she's an energy sucker. So this is a true opportunity to take care of your family, to get out of debt, to possibly quit a job that's making you miserable, and be who God's called you to be. Because the thing is, I'm not going to tell you don't have to work, but if you work and make your own schedule, you work with people you like, and you have lots of support, why wouldn't you just do it? I don't know why everybody doesn't have a home business. Even if you work at, 10 hours a week. I don't know why everybody doesn't have one. And all that I do is done to the Lord. So He blesses this because I use the people He places in front of me. I use this business to be able to speak into their lives because we talk about more than just oils. We talk about life. We talk about our faith. We talk about our struggles. We talk about everything. Probably everything. I have no filter. Probably TMI. But so if you're interested, I'm teaching a class Thursday night at 8:30. If you go to the top of my page, you can sign up for that. And on Periscope, you can go to Melody, MELODYE, Reynolds.com. There's a section that says Average People, Extraordinary Wealth. Go, it's free. I'll spend like an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes with you Thursday night. I show you how my business works, how it's real, it's not a scam, and how I make money, and why it's a good choice. And then, of course, I'm going to throw in there how, I feel that God is working through my business to bless people and to bring people into the kingdom. And I'm just being obedient by doing the business. So you can get signed up for that. I'll even drop the link in the comments. Listen, you don't have to go anywhere. You just get on your phone or your computer or your iPad and check out the slides I show you and what I have to say. Second thing, if you want to learn more about how having a business is spiritual, this is the book for you. This is called, and you can tell, look how mine is so highlighted. Can you see that? Whoops. Mine's highlighted and has notes everywhere. This is called Spirit-Driven Success, and it's by Dani Johnson. And then she even calls it Learn Time-Tested Biblical Secrets to Create Wealth While Serving Others. This whole book is about how you can bring the kingdom to your business and use it to grow the kingdom and to be a blessing. And it talks about all the ways that the Bible pretty much sets you up for success to have a successful business. It's a great read. And she has so many good points on here. I've taught 3 or 4 Facebook Lives on this, so you can look back at my old videos if you want to. But I got this on eBay for like $6, y'all. This is a really good book. I don't make anything from this. I will put an affiliate link in the comments, though, so if you want to buy it, you can. But I highly suggest you do. It talks all about just what I told you. pretty much. And she gives scripture and sound biblical concepts as to why, having a business is actually a very spiritual thing. And it's a very powerful thing. So if you have any questions, make sure to put them down in the comments and say hey. I always like to see you guys when you pop in. I'll be back on here tomorrow night before my webinar at 8 o'clock to chit-chat with you, because I go live on Thursday nights on Facebook. But I hope this blesses you. And listen, there's no obligation to tune in Thursday night and check out the webinar. I'm not going to email you and harass you and, be that person that doesn't know how to market themselves and all that. I'm going to send you a link. You're going to join in. You're going to check it out, and you're going to see if it's something for you or not. It's no big deal, I promise. You aren't going to get 75 emails from me and be like, who is this again? No, stop emailing me, okay? So check it out. Hope you guys have a great afternoon. I'm going outside because it is sunny, and I think it's 70 degrees. So I'm going to go outside and stick my feet in the dirt. Love you guys. I hope you have a great day. Bye.